What's good, Black Star? Welcome back to the channel. So, guys, we all know what's going on with Brother Austin Holmes. So, upon further investigation, through a YouTube channel called Black Brazil Today, I've done a little bit of research and listened to what the brother was saying, because he's lived in Brazil on and off for 20 years. So anything far as this space goes, he's the most reliable source that we have currently. Now, we all know that a feminist came after Austin. But what Black Brazil Today, what he said actually made sense. So basically, he posted a video talking about the situation, and he understood on both sides. He understood Austin's point of view, and he understood the ethnicist point of view from what happened. Now, I know here in America, we know that the ethnism is bad. We all know that. But what we didn't entirely account for, especially in other cultures, for Brazil was a different culture. So Brazil as a culture, it sexualizes their women. And it sees their women only as sexual beings, sexual objects. We did not account for that in Passport Bro movement. So, upon further research and study of the video, the brother was talking about how black Brazilians and Brazilians in general are looked at as sexual objects, and they're just seen as just sex. So, the reason why she came after Austin, and this is what I believe, but also probably what actually occurred, was she thought that Austin was actually promoting sexual tourism by basically saying that Brazilian women are easy. So so the reason why they have an ethnicist movement out there is because their women are being sexually gratified. So they saw Austin's video as he's promoting sexual tourism in Brazil. Now, Brazilian women are trying to change their image from being sexually gratified to being a woman of means, to being a woman that's looked at for her brilliance in her mind rather than her beauty and her body. So that is the reason why that particular thing happened. Now now I'm not bashing Austin or coming out or saying anything about it. So that's the reason why they came out of him. That's the reason why I also made the video talking about respect other people's culture. Because that was a representation of me basically stating, in order for you have to actually understand and have lived in the culture for a while in order for you to give an accurate degree of what was going on. Now, from what I'm hearing, a lot of other Passport Bros were basically talking to Austin, and we're also putting out videos, and we're actually giving we're giving out actual advice on what's going on in the Brazilian population. Now, me in particular, I've never traveled to Brazil, and I still want to go to Brazil, even though what happened with Austin was actually unfortunate. So all I'm gonna say is this, brothers: when you leave and go outside the country, you have to gauge the situation with the people in with the culture. You have to get engaged with the people in the culture more instead of just posting videos upon what you think. Now, I get it. I understand that Austin was trying to basically say that Brazilian women are easy to get along with, Brazilian women are easy to be in relationships with, and American women are not. I fully understand that, but the way that he worded it, it did sound a little bad. So that's where I can fault him at. But he shouldn't have backed down from what he was saying about them being easier to deal with, because quite frankly, they probably are easier to deal with. I've never dated a Brazilian. I've never dated a Latina. I've never dated anybody outside the black race. So basically, me seeing from an outside perspective, I can understand where he's coming from. Brazilian women and Latinas are a lot easier to get along with, be with, and be romantic with. Now I'm about to get in that ass. So now you got people on Fox fucking News, basically you got people on Fox News basically trashing this brother that's my fucking age. He's literally my age. I'm 23, he's 23. I'll be 24 next month. Now you got these old ass, decrepit ass women on fucking Fox that don't know what the French toast they talk about. Yes, I watched the fucking video. You got these women on Fox News talking about Austin like he's actually promoting sex tourism. Now, the brother specifically said in all his videos, I do not promote sexual tourism. I do not promote any of that. I don't promote going out the pros. I don't promote any of that shit. So what the fuck did these women come around talking about on Fox, talking about he's promoting this shit? First the goddamn wrong, these women are past their prime. These women are fucking old as hell. And I'm pretty fucking sure the communications communications analyst and all that shit, I'm pretty sure she's single as French toast. I'm pretty fucking sure. Because how the fuck do you have enough time to actually come on Fox News and talk about something that you don't even fucking damn know what the fuck you talking about? And I'm gonna call Fox out on this shit. Why do you continue to bring people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about on the Fox News? We seen it with fucking Cynthia G. We seen it with fucking this panel. We seen it with Fox Soul. These women do not know what the fuck they are talking about. You're pushing a fucking narrative against black men. And then you continue to wonder why black men are leaving. Seriously. You bring on Dr. Umar Johnson talk about black men against Cynthia G, a staunch feminist and a staunch anti-black male female. She hates black men. She hates us. And the thing about it is, she had a baby by a dusty, broke dust bag that she's talking about. She has a child by that type of dude that she's talking about. Yeah, she's trying to frame all over the place that black men are this. No, the motherfucker you fucked with was the one that got you pregnant. That's the one that you should be mad as hell about. Not all black men. So it's just like I'm gonna say this, Passport Bros. We need to start moving in silence and we need to start moving more on silence and actually start showing the way that stuff is and actually contributing to a better giving a better understanding of the situation that's going on. Because they're going to continue to frame us as the bad guys like they always fucking do. But we got to do a better job of interacting with the locals in all these different countries, and we actually got to start showing the actual good part, the actual all parts of the the countries that we go to and actually show what people typically don't see. Because this situation right here, it couldn't have been avoided. It could have been avoided, but we didn't foresee this situation actually coming. Well, at least some of us didn't. I for sure did not. But a lot of older passport bros actually seen this shit coming a mile away. Like Big Truck Reviews. Big Truck seen the shit coming, and he actually said it. So I seen this shit coming. He said it. Matter of fact, I was watching a video of one of his videos about 2-3 weeks ago before all this shit hit the fucking fan. And he said that we need to be careful with how we move. Now, I'm gonna say this. Black Brazil today he had an actual Brazilian bro come onto his channel, and then Brazilian bro was actually talking about how passport bros are going over there and dealing with the easy women, and those are the women that Brazilian men don't really want. So that's that. He said it. We passport bros are going over there and basically not getting immersed into the culture and getting the bottom of the barrel chicks instead of actually being immersed in the culture, actually moving a certain way, and actually getting the best quality women, the top-notch women. He said it. And that's the reason why I've said this. That's the reason why I've said, why is it that every time we see a passport bro video, there's always a passport bro going to a club or going to a club or a bar or something? Why is it? Why, like, in my mind, I obviously think about this. I think about this. If she's in a club or a bar, she most likely frequents there. If she most likely frequents there, that means she's most likely met other Americans. And if she met other Americans, she's already got the adopted mindset of an American modern woman. That's the way I look at things. Same thing with going to all these tourist destinations like Rio, Sao Paulo, or Barranquilla, Colombia, or Bogota, or any other, or Sosúa in DR, or Santo Domingo. Like, you see constantly passport bros going to or hell, Medellin or Cartagena in Colombia. You're constantly seeing passport bros have these bad experiences or some good experiences, but that turn out to be a bad situation. And most of these tourist destinations and tourist cities, you're constantly seeing passport bros post videos about this shit. And what happens is they're not going to the actual local places. They're just staying in the tourist areas. And quite frankly, that's where you see a lot of these passport bros are dealing with, or a lot of these American women dealing with a lot of these dealing with a lot of these women that are not really the best type of women. Because let's face it, when passport bros go overseas, they typically stay around the tourist destination areas. Now, the Andrew show, or I think his name's Cognac, or I'll post the description down below. Andrew said this: when he typically goes out of town, goes out of the country, what he typically does is, when he goes out of town, he goes to places where not many tourists are. Andrew said it. I typically go to places where not too many tourists are, or I go to cities that not too many tourists are going to. Because let's face it, what's his name? Phil Scott. Phil Scott said the same thing. When I go out of town, I don't go to the same places that a lot of these brothers are going, because they start to adopt this mindset that, okay, American men are going to come here. I'm not going to treat them with the same way that I would treat my own men. These women have said that. So it's all about how you move in these countries. It's all about you actually immersing yourself in the actual culture, becoming friends with locals. That's the best thing that you can do, because if you don't, you're gonna end up in a situation to where your words are gonna be twisted around and misinterpreted, and that's honestly the honest truth. Your words are gonna be twisted around and misinterpreted because A, they can't speak the language, and B, because they think that you're of the mindset of being a staunch sex tourist, and that's the honest truth. So there's a way you guys have to move, and you guys need to start moving like that. Because if you don't, you're gonna continue to run into situations like what Austin ran into. I know he didn't get ran out of fucking Brazil like all these other stupid ass people are saying. He didn't get ran out of Brazil. He left Brazil because they was basically sending out death notes. It wasn't a threat. It was basically just a death wish, like Big Truck says. But guys, the way you guys move in these countries, you need to start assessing your situation and your surroundings, and stop posting everything that you do. Put that shit behind a fucking paywall. If you get a badass chick and you interview her, what you need to do is you need to post that on Patreon or put that behind a paywall. So that way they have to pay to see your content, so that you make money off of it. And also, if you do an interview with these chicks, pay these chicks money, pay these chicks a little bit of money, or pay them some of the royalties from the video, so that you're not looked at as just a filthy American, just basically taking from these women. Because these women have some of these women don't have the resources to don't have any resources really, or they do, but there's not enough to actually do much with. But if you do an interview with these women, either pay them or make sure that they know that you're going to be posting this online, so that none of your words are misconstrued, and actually talk to them before you actually put them on camera. Because 9 times out of 10, if you put them on camera and they don't know what's really going on, and they're just going to be saying just yes, yes, yes all the time, 9 times out of 10, that shit's going to come back and bite you in the ass, like it did Austin. So, like I said, just watch how you move, immerse yourself in the culture, and actually understand the people of that country. And like the Brazilian man said, some of you are actually going out there and actually dating and talking to the professionals in their country. Y'all talking to the bottom of the barrel chicks. So what y'all need to start doing is just need to start moving a certain way and actually start carrying yourself with grace, so that you can get the top tier women of the community in that country. But anyways, like, share, subscribe to the channel, support the podcast at Spotify.com. I will see you guys later on tonight, and we're going to hop into this situation talking about the Boston Dynamics Atlas robots. Yes, that is going to be a very fun topic for me, because I am very much a tech head. So, anyways, guys, like, share, subscribe to the channel, support the podcast. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.